We are vastly superior to humans. You know it to be true, so do not resist us. Coming to you live by a tape-delayed basis by means of digital distribution. This is Extreme Hardcore Nerds. Here are your hosts.
Welcome back, everybody, to this super exciting edition of Extreme Hardcore Nerds. And for once, I'm not lying about that tagline, because today is the day that you finally hear our thoughts and opinions on
Street Fighter.
Yes, Street Fighter X Tekken. Hoo-yah! And
Andy, could you not scream as loud, please?
that wasn't me screaming. That's the problem.
Sorry.
So you get that, and probably one of the most anticipated games of this console generation, Mass Effect 3. Yes, Commander Shepard is back, and you are out to save the galaxy one more time in this epic battle royal to the end.
Why do I have that feeling of that one show all over again?
Let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that guy was
completely agree.
Ascension.
Hey, kitty cat.
So, with all that having been said, we do also have some big gaming news to cover this week, a little bit of comic news to cover this week, and of course the two reviews I just mentioned. And I am, of course, your host, your all-knowing exalted one himself, your king of kings, Big Daddy Cool, Andy Kruger. And along with me this week,
The walking shadow and keeper at the gate, the Dark Reaper, Stephen Creighton.
and with us on Skype this week, the finally functioning Skype,
Goats and Glory Gunner.
And Garrett.
That guy.
So, is there anything else that we wish to discuss, or shall we?
Yeah, I have
GDC
something
happened.
to discuss. Where the heck are these dog tags? Oh, there they are.
And
And with all that,
Yes.
comments, news, concerns.
yes, coming up next.
Incoming transmission. Incoming transmission.
Welcome back. It is now time for us to scour the globe for news and enlightenment. It is now time for the news. Kicking us off this week, a game I know you have been excited for and wondering when the hell are you ever going to get to come over to my house and play it. Sorcery finally has a release date of May 22nd, 2012.
You wanted to get your cloak and put on your little lightning bolt too?
Probably not.
Oh, you'll do it. I'll just wait till you're asleep.
No, like I said, that I
We've
need to
been waiting for that for a while.
I need to see other gameplay, because if this is still the same game that it was back at E3 last year, this is the one where you create a secret profile and nobody ever knows you played it.
Oh, you're just that ashamed?
Let's see. Also, we found out that Final Fantasy 13-2 is getting new DLC, which will feature, and I am going to butcher this name, Jill Nabat.
Okay.
Close? Yes? No?
Close enough.
Okay. One of the villains from Mass Effect 3.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 13.
Out of nowhere, while they're in the middle of a battle with a giant gloom, Master Shepard Commander comes down from the skies and tells them that a huge, somehow time-ripping monster has appeared.
I'm sorry. It's been so long since I played an RPG that was actually good. It's on the Mass Effect 3 is on the mind.
So Fallout wasn't good?
I said it's been a long time.
He proved it.
I said it's been a long
I have gotten
time.
what I've come for. I'm done now.
It's been over a year since I've played Fallout New Vegas. So, in my definition, that would be a long time. Anyway, moving on.
Yet we can talk about comics from 50 years ago. And still
Yes. A little bit of Street Fighter X Tekken news, and that is, first off, the DLC is on the disc, according to an official statement by Capcom.
Yep.
The 12 additional characters previously revealed as PlayStation Vita exclusives will be finally available for PC and console, according to Capcom. You'll be able to play these dozen characters shortly after the Vita version launches later this year.
So we don't have a word if that's a paid for or just Once it's out, you guys get to have it too.
I think these are, according to that they're already characters that are in the game. They're on the game. You just have to
wait for them to unlock.
Yeah, I'm guessing this is going to be. Once they're finally out, it's like, okay, here's your code to
unlock them all.
Finally get them. Yep. And also speaking of Street Fighter X Tekken, the 360 version doesn't include any ability for local teams to fight one another.
Yeah. Only online.
Yep.
No local.
It's kind of disappointing, but there's also other things that we'll discuss at that time.
They had a lot of strings pulled from them for some reason.
When the review rolls around, so make sure you stay tuned for that one.
Or run.
Let's see. Lionhead Studios and Microsoft announced this week that they are coming out with Fable Heroes, a downloadable.
I'm sorry. Can I say something? Yeah,
Yes.
whoopie-doo.
It is a downloadable hack-and-slash game set in the Fable universe. Fable Heroes includes regions, enemies, and characters that fans from the Fable franchise will be able to recognize.
Yay, whoopie-doo.
And it will have its own unique art style.
Hey,
It looks like
in
Castle
other
Crashers.
news of Fable,
Don't
Peter,
say it, Garrett.
whatever his name is,
Don't
Lee.
say it.
He's going for
I
it.
know.
Just let him do it.
But you could at least say the name correctly.
Molyneux.
Thank you.
He's leaving Lionheart.
Yes.
Lionhead.
Lionheart was Chris Jericho in the early 90s.
Like I said, don't say it because I know he's going to get it. So yeah,
I butchered that.
Peter
so
Molyneux
bad.
cutting himself from the lion's head.
Yes. It is with mixed emotions that I have made the decision to leave Microsoft and Lionhead Studios, the company that I co-founded in 1997, at the conclusion of development of Fables: The Journey. Now, this just goes back to my same point that I made with David Jaffe, is it time to jump ship before the game even comes out, because people already have that preconceived notion of what it's going to be. And not
How could it be the same thing though?
Because
with one
Jaffe
guy
left right before Twisted Metal came out, and early reviews where Twisted Metal wasn't that great. We've all said from the E3 demonstration last year, this is the worst idea ever for a Kinect, besides throwing it in the Star Wars universe and giving us dancing slave Leia. But that's a whole other story.
I heard though that from G4 that it was actually the Kinect features on the Journey is actually really, really good.
Yeah, unlike some people, I'm not going to mention names, who tried using the Kinect in a 5x5 box.
No one in this group,
with a larger area been able to use the Kinect, have had no problems with any of the games.
Okay.
So
this had nothing to do with whether or not the Kinect worked or not. I'm just saying that.
Yes, it does actually. it
does,
straight
true.
out says plug in the Kinect. It's for larger rooms, not a
5x5
5x5 box. Yeah.
I understand this. No, my problem
It's
with
also
the Kinect was
really
that
light out too.
when you're standing right by an open window that is fully sunny and standing right underneath a light source, and you can see yourself clearly on screen flailing your arms and doing this and that, where the motion tracker is up and saying that yes, you can see we see you, and the Kinect is going, we can't see you, please stand in a brighter area.
You're translucent.
That means you're too close.
Brightness has nothing to do with distance.
It's not like Dylon. It can't choke you.
Brightness is illumination. It's not a form of distance. This is like the whole Kessler run argument all over again.
Well, we'll have that discussion after this cast. But no, the point of the difference for what I was saying before we got into a horrible ditch that needed to be stepped in. The difference between that is that we've been saying this since E3 last year, and he hasn't jumped. David Jaffe's was only a few days after reviews. there's a difference between time consistencies of how long he's had to take in that, and also the fact that with each one of his games, people have slightly gotten a little hint that every time he announces a new game, he always says it's better than the previous game.
And it hasn't been.
Exactly. So we're kind of following the Molyneux train here. There's a difference in that. Jaffe wasn't working on Twisted Metal prior to his last game, which was God of War. Wasn't doing that at the time. So he wasn't even working with the same studio. So it kind of makes a little difference. Plus, he gave reason prior to him leaving the company about the game. He even came on G4 and stated his reasons a little bit for why he left.
I know.
So there's our inconsistencies between the two things.
I was just trying to draw a comparison. That's all. And somehow we got into a fact that I don't. That
you don't like Connect. You're like the black man for Connect. Sorry.
I was able to cut a promo with it. That was about it. Anyway, getting off this damn story. Oh.
Damned if it will be. Damned if it won't.
So, Dead or Alive 5 coming out this September?
Yep.
Are fighting games starting to become the way of the zombie trend and the vampire trend?
Well, they've taken an upswing, so that's probably why.
I mean, you've got Dead or Alive, you've got Street Fighter, you've got Street Fighter X Tekken, you've got Mortal Kombat, you've got Skull Crush Girls or Crush Skull Girls. Them too. I mean, don't get me wrong. This is a genre I'm happy to see back. That I'm happy that it's getting its due in the gaming community once again. But is it that whole the whole Activision approach? We found something nice. Let's just keep running with it until we've completely buried it again.
Well, the problem
it doesn't come out every year, by the way.
No, but the problem is that there's now a spotlight on them now. Before,
yes,
there was still Tekken, DOA, Soul Calibur. They were all continuing in those last couple of years. Through the life of the 360, they've been continuing. We just never talked about them like that. So, I mean, as we're on the other...
Because all you know about the Dead or Alive franchise is because of that beach volleyball thing now that's overshadowed the fighting. That's why...
I disagree with.
Yeah, but we're not getting into that fight.
Yeah, but also I like Tekken. That's what I like. Yeah, I like Tekken.
They've
like
continued,
Tekken Tag, and I like Dead or
Alive. Street Fighter's re-shined that light in them, and now we notice and see that there's actually quite a lot of them since then. Since we had Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat come back, now we see the rest of them again. It's like, oh, there's a lot, and they do come out relatively close to one another to keep competition up amongst themselves. Because, I mean, even if you don't notice those, I mean, you've mentioned all of the main competitors. I mean, if you noticed any of the other ones outside of Skullgirls, I mean, there's Arcane and Heart. Yeah. There's also Blaze Blue that's in there as well. There's a new
the Dragon Ball Z one.
There's a Dragon Ball Z one. There's a new Guilty Gear coming. There's a new Guilty Gear coming. Yeah. You don't notice all those ones just only because now we see them again. So I don't think it's the way of the zombies. Just we never notice them. Every so often, one shines, and then we see the rest, and then it goes back into seclusion. They still continue in the same manner. We just don't notice them.
But my biggest point with that one is, are we starting to see, or do you think that we're going to see more of an oversaturation of the market again?
We probably won't see an oversaturation because most of those other guys continue to still make them, and they know when to release constantly. Capcom is the one that oversaturates itself, as in how it did it with its last version of this thing. It just released continuous iterations of the same game months to months apart, so it kind of murdered itself. While the other ones, they never had that problem. There was always one Tekken, and then the next year there was a new Tekken with additional updates, but there was a year gap or even a 2-year gap between them, so they didn't have that stress to try and, we need new characters every 6 months. So, we don't need to make 3 or 4 versions. You have a choice to choose from.
Yes, exactly. Let's see. So, those of you that were hoping and planning to see more Avengers video games might actually get your wish.
Oh, great. They're going to shit out there.
Yep. According to a quote from a representative from Marvel, we just launched Marvel Avenger Alliance on Facebook, which is just the tip of the iceberg. This is the first in a much larger effort to support the Avengers franchise across not just one but multiple video game touch points. define touch points.
I would have liked them to do the Activision Alliance, the X-Men Alliance one again. I would have played that. I enjoyed that.
Do that, but with Avengers.
What?
Do that, but with Avengers.
Yeah, I know. That would have been the same thing. I would have been like, I would have liked that instead again.
Are we gonna get Avengers Mutant Alliance, the fighting game, like we did back on the PlayStation?
No.
Am I the only one that ever got that one?
No.
Mutant Academy.
No. I mean, if you're gonna go that far, we might as well get Marvel Nemesis as well.
Oh god.
Oh god, that horrible fighting game that they just tried to throw in there. Oh Jesus Christ. No, but we'll see. They've never released a slew of games at the same time for one comic. I mean, they've all been one at a time, and they've never been good until we got Arkham. And that's when they decided to do it not based on a movie.
Yeah.
So,
but the only problem is I'm guessing these are going to be based on
the movie. So they're going to be mediocre to good at best.
And
and speaking of the foot game, I don't like it.
Wow.
Why don't you like it now again?
Suddenly you don't like it. Why?
Because you get to the point where you just can't do anything more unless you make another Facebook and just spam sending items to you. And then even when you do that, there's still things that you can't get without purchasing them.
Yep, micromanagement. That's what you get for this.
I did that with one game. That was it.
Welcome to Facebook.
And it's also
so hard wanted to like this game because it's fun. Just take out the stupid Facebook game crap.
It's
Just
a Facebook game. Take out the stupid Facebook game.
Yeah. Get this Facebook out of my game.
And also, as long as we're talking Marvel and video games, it also was announced this week that Marvel is entering its partnership with Sega games. Now we might actually get a decent Marvel game.
Nope. We already saw that one Marvel game that looked interesting, and they said, well, that company's going under. Fuck it.
Yes, but after such great releases of like Thor and Captain America and
oh, come on.
Iron Man 2.
First-person Marvel Alliance. Brilliant. You saw those videos.
I saw the videos, yes, but I'm not giving the videos the credit you are. I'm hesitant on them.
I would rather see something like that in a totally different light.
I'm not saying I wouldn't rather see it. I'm just saying it's to me
it's their rough cinematics. I know what they are.
Those videos are the Dead Island trailer all over again.
Except they're actually gameplay. You're not going to win this fight.
Oh, god damn it.
You journalist, me game analyst. I'll win in this fist.
I was meaning conceptually, but whatever. I'm not going down this goddamn road. We got too much shit to cover this week.
I'll brush the dust off the way so we can keep going.
Oh, god damn it. Moving on. So, in a couple weeks, another game that we'll be more than happy to present you with a review with, Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City.
I am getting that. I hope, but I really
You're coming over to my place then.
I know I'm getting it.
Oh wait, are you getting it?
Yeah.
Should I rent it?
I'll probably try to rent it too.
Okay.
4-man team. Let's see if this will actually work.
Yes.
And we're relying on internet again.
Yeah, exactly. We've had fun with that this week.
Hey,
the 360 version of Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City will have its own Nemesis mode.
Which is basically?
AKA Capture the Flag. Except you activate a Nemesis, and then he helps you out.
Does he scream stars at least?
I hope so.
If he doesn't, I'm just not in.
No,
He better get a rocket launcher too.
Well, the screenshots that I've seen, he's had the big gat gun for sure.
Wait.
I haven't seen a rocket launcher yet.
Whatever happened to Revelations and Mercenaries?
3DS games?
3DS games. They came out.
Oh, and nobody here. Okay,
we don't have one. Well, one of us has access to one, but I'll get one eventually, and I'll probably end up playing it.
I figured after that wonderful spy hairdo that I saw in the one trailer. Oh, you don't remember the one chick?
Yeah, I block out a lot of things that aren't good.
That looked like it was a Super Saiyan dude gone horribly wrong.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to be a spy and shooting shit, and yet half your face is covered? including your eye.
Okay. That the greatest hairdo ever made.
So we should all be happy for that.
But still, if that was any indication of where this is going, I'm already jumping off the ship.
Literally?
The greatest hairdo ever made. And all characters, even anime characters.
In all anime style.
I know, but still.
Let's
news on the
second.
EverQuest third-person shooter, or not Ever? Is it EverQuest? Sony's Dust 514, the tie-in.
It's not EverQuest, is it?
I thought it was in that world.
Maybe. No, not EverQuest. That's Fantasy. It's the other one.
Not Phantasy Star.
No. Oh my God, he's gonna fucking punch me when he sees me. Oh God, it's the one because I made the biggest bitch about the fact the guy made a puppet company and then somehow basically made millions of dollars in the company, faked the company, and then turned it into real world dollars and got away with it.
Yes.
It's that game.
Yes.
Fuck.
I can't.
Me neither. And I don't. It's because I don't play it.
Yes, but the shooter tie-in to the MMO that we can't think of right now, Dust 154, will be free to play on PC and of course PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
That was the point I was trying.
Yeah, because you're like EverQuest. I'm like, what? When is there
a EverQuest? I'm like, what's the other Sony one then besides DCU?
I was like EQ. I'm like, when do they have guns in EQ? There's magic.
The space one.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to think. And it's, oh my God. You know, I'm gonna end up saying it in the middle of the cast later. So
yeah. Oh, so hold on. Let's turn to our resident MMO.
Wait, I'm back.
Aficionado. Yes, you are. That's why. What are Sony's MMOs besides EverQuest and DCU?
What was the question?
Say that again.
So
it's the Dust 1.5 tie-in game.
Yeah,
it's there for their other MMO.
So Sony's MMOs, you've got EverQuest, you've got DCU. What's the other one that we're missing that we can't think of? The space one.
EVE Online.
EVE Online.
Yes.
Thank you. Oh my God.
Ha! Take that! I do not need to do that DDI thing anymore. Ha! Beat that, son.
They also had the Banshee in Star Wars Galaxy's got.
Oh yeah,
Star Wars Galaxy shut down.
Yeah, it is.
I said, God rest their soul.
Well, it was resurrected as something better.
Let's see. Moving on from that.
Everyone just laughs at us like, what the fuck is, yeah.
Let's see. Rainbow Six Patriots creative director David Sears has left the project. And
so, Andrew, is this one just as bad as the other one that he's jumping ship too soon?
Hey,
I mean, that trailer seemed to explain a lot about the entire game.
I tried to bring up one counter. God. And now, Jean-Sebastian Descant is on board.
So close. He's got a good guy's name and a horrible villain's name. This should work out well.
I was just hoping it was going to be Jean-Luc.
His parents just aren't that great. No one's going to punish their child with that.
I would.
At least not in that generation. You're missing a gap between that.
Oh, I know. Let's see. And, of course, a story that kind of shook the foundation of the gaming world, at least for a little bit. This week that Microsoft supposedly came out and said that Xbox Live Arcade was eventually being phased out. Enter.
Do you remember who said that?
This was at GDC. This was a guy at GDC that said this.
Was it an official from Microsoft?
Yeah, it was a guy who works for Microsoft. And of course, the PR department
pretty much said no.
It was right on top of it and released the following statement. Microsoft, our Xbox Live Arcade is and will continue to be a premier destination for quality download games At a great value, boosting an even growing electric library of hundreds of games spanning every genre. We are committed to providing a new downloadable game for Xbox 360 and continuing our work with first and third-party developers on the platform. We have no plans to dissolve the service at this time.
I was about to say, what's going to keep that thing afloat if that goes?
Well, because I think like Tim Schafer said something about it too, like if you know that a couple of the indie developers, and then with this announcement, were like saying it was like they were shutting it down, not to be seen anymore.
Yeah, but I see that's what I'm thinking is like, well, what would keep Xbox Live afloat if there's no there's no arcade?
Yeah,
I mean, no downloadable games to play other than anything that they have on there.
But
what the hell would I even use it for?
And that goes into the tie-in to the rumor that you brought up that I didn't want to bring up, but we might as well bring up now since I'm talking about it. Bring it up? That the Xbox 720 or a rumor, Xbox 720 will not have an optical drive in it.
Confirmed by their partners.
So
that's where the rumor came from.
Yes.
Was their partners.
So it will be a download only system,
which is not something we haven't heard from them before.
Yes.
Thoughts? Yay? Nay?
Boo. Disaster.
Can I say too early?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say, how's all our internet connections doing right now? Yeah. All I gotta say is, I wonder if we all got off of Xbox Live real quick and then tried to play Mass Effect, it wouldn't let us play it still. Because we all have DLC.
See, my question is,
it will not let me play.
Hasn't Xbox also like rumored for the next Xbox 720 that Live would be free?
That thing's been thrown out.
Like
so
all
much.
this is rumored. In all honesty, we haven't really got any specs. They haven't showed any pictures. They haven't showed anything off of this, and now that's still more rumors. You know, in all honesty, I really doubt that even during E3 this year we'll even get a glimpse or anything new about the Xbox 720.
No, because this year's E3 is nothing about the, or is only about the Wii U.
Yeah.
They flat out
there you go. And if it goes like it, Nintendo Wii came out, 2 years or a year before 360? Or wait, am I wrong?
No, the Wii and the 360 came out very relatively close to one another. I think it was only within a couple months of each other.
PS3 is the one that gave them a year.
Yeah, PS3 was the one that pulled the Microsoft trick back on them and waited a year to launch.
Because even like the PS4 rumored is not even announced yet, really. So
they haven't shown any
PS4 2014 rumor.
Yeah, but they haven't shown any actual work for. Xbox has been denying that they've been working on it, but we've seen them buy. There's been confirmation of them buying new patents. They've got job listings for new hardware development for the 720 project. So they're kind of falling back on we're not working on it, but yet they've got tons of leaked information of them clearly showing they're working on it.
What was the one guy that came in that called it? Because he was debating whether his Xbox fried, and he was debating whether or not he should buy a new one or not. And he's like, well, why don't I just wait a year because next year the Xbox 530 will be out. And I'm like, there's been no announcement on that. What? Yeah. Any rumors about a new Xbox console are exactly that.
Rumors.
The only system coming out this year or has been announced as far as next year is the Wii U.
Yeah.
Oh.
So.
Yeah. So.
Oh wow. Binary Domain got decent reviews.
Yeah, they're still committed to the PlayStation 2 longevity cycle as much as they can right now because people are in strenuous times for money. But no, I was going to say,
I'm just going
Mass Effect 2.
I'm just going off of the fact that I've always been one of those guys that I prefer, even though yes, I can install the game, which I have for most of my 360 games, onto the hard drive so it keeps the system running a little bit longer. I've always been one of those, I want the physical copy, whether it's CD, whether it's game, whether it's movie.
Cartridge, memory card, whatever.
Yeah. So that way I have that physical backup in case something happens. Now if this is a situation where if we have our Xbox 720 Red Rings of Death right off the bat, And
all your shit
you
can't use, or all your shit that's gone.
Yeah, and you're already saying you're going to have no backwards compatibility for any of the 360 games that everyone's invested a lot of time and money into. That's not a good thing for Microsoft.
It doesn't make any sense in the fact that not even the fact because everything's DRM. I don't want a fucking console that's struck with DRM, especially with how they treat things now. If you're not on live, nothing works. Everything's just a demo version of itself.
That's why I'm saying Xbox. It's way too early right now. Even though that the game developers are straight out saying that they can't put the system to its fullest potential because the system is all limited. That's why the games aren't changing really that much. So yeah, we are on like the downfall of the PS3 and of the 360. But I still want, for me in general, I want to wait 2 more years. I'm not in a hurry for another game console.
They're at the precipice of the power usage, and they're already starting their complaints about limited space and things. But it's not like there's no better alternative at the moment with how everything's being handled. Everything's being handled in such a horrible way.
I'm going to say this on Mass Effect 3, when you're on some of the planets, like when you're meeting up with a certain individual in the like really beginning of the game, look outside to the scenery. That was gorgeous. Okay. So I'm not seeing how people are complaining about that when they can still come up with stuff like that.
Well, to them, it's always the fact that they don't see the same things that you see.
Yeah, I know.
That's the problem. It's when they see all the new software and tech that can be used, and then they're like, well, we can make this much better or efficient, but the system can't handle that. That's what they see. I mean, I have the same things when I see new models and things, and I'm like, that's awesome, but there's no way in hell you're going to fit that onto this without, sacrificing tons of other things.
Yeah, but I'm still saying give me 2 years and then it'll be fine, but not right now.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, I think we had a healthy discussion there.
For once.
Back to news. Lollipop Chainsaw, June 12th, 2012.
Already paid.
Yep.
So ready.
Yeah, that looks fun. That looks funny.
Okay.
Well, it'll be very hard to buy, very hard to find probably if they do the sales the same way.
It seems like the concept of Dead Rising though a little bit.
Yeah. We'll see. I'm interested. I'll probably rent it off the bat. I don't think I'll buy it first day, but it's something I'm definitely interested in.
I want to wait for Stefan's reviews.
I like Suda.
Just a side comment. I think you're talking about Suda51, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend just met him at GDC.
Oh, he did?
Nice.
Did he give him a high five?
He got a picture with him.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Did he get it signed? No, he didn't.
I'm surprised you didn't go. Just so you could scream at him.
Traitor. For a game that hasn't come out in 2 years.
Throw a sock at him, and then a shoe, and then a copy of Metal Gear.
And also, as long as we're kind of talking Mass Effect 2 and the wonderful DRM system, Endgamer announced that saves from Mass Effect 2 cannot be imported from the 360's cloud storage to use in Mass Effect 3 unless it's on the original system or the original hard drive that you stored it on.
Yeah, that cloud system's really helping.
Yeah.
Really useful.
I've never messed with cloud yet.
I have a couple things up on my cloud, but
I hardly ever use it.
Does it even work properly, really, or no, not really?
I mean, it's more for I would put important things up there, like important save data I don't want to lose, like Mass Effect. But now that I know that I can't port
do
it
that,
it kind of defeats the purpose.
I see.
Not
Just
really
saying.
useful, huh?
And last but not least for gaming news this week, there are more rumors being strewn about left and right that
Need to get on this.
Assassin's Creed 3 will feature 4-player co-op.
Okay.
And you were right.
I'm taking this one over, okay?
I was right on what?
I'm going to take this one over because you know how big of an Assassin's Creed fanatic I am. I don't see how the 4-player co-op would work.
Yeah,
okay. I can maybe see it, but I don't like it. The multiplayer hasn't been the greatest, but people like playing it, but it hasn't been the greatest. So I don't really think that they should do that. Plus, it's American Revolutionary War with Ben Franklin and George Washington. Enough said. Looks spectacular. I'm happy with that Ubisoft is taking a risk and changing a lot of stuff up in the game.
I don't know if the 4-player co-op will specifically be for the single-player mode either, or there'll be like a separate.
It'll probably be like
online single-player
it'll
story.
Probably be like your Spec Ops modes and your military game.
Yeah, but how can you do that? What, they're gonna do like a horror mode like every
they'd like
game is doing now or whatever?
They drop you in a town and then basically it'd be like playing the same game in single player but with 4 people. So you can each get an objective, and then you have to go do something like one person has to go assassinate one target, one person has to go
it's not meant for its multiplayer. It's not meant for its multiplayer.
No.
So don't do multiplayer.
I'm not going into this. You'll hear my thoughts on that one later.
Yes, I know we'll listen to your thoughts on that later.
Run to Ubisoft and tell them. I mean...
Yes, run to Ubisoft. Run to France.
Run to Ubisoft and tell them.
Okay, no. Stephen heard my complaint when I was trying to do the multiplayer on Assassin's Creed Revelations when we were in Xbox Live party chat, and he was laughing his balls off.
Yeah, I couldn't stop laughing.
Don't do multiplayer.
Like I said, run to Ubisoft and tell them. That's all you can do, because it's in the same vein of like, does multiplayer need to be in every fucking game?
Yes.
Clearly, by what they're doing, yeah. Is it good?
No.
That's to be debated.
So that does wrap up gaming news for this week. Stay with us as we have a little bit of comic news to cover. And, of course, 2 big reviews of Street Fighter X Tekken, the Capcom side of things. I should preface at that. And, of course, Mass Effect 3. So
that game that shall not be named.
We're not going down that road. So with all that having been said, we will be right back.